Right, today we are going to make a Picasso style portrait. Now Picasso made cubist portraits, okay? So he really looked at the shapes that we see in our face and he put things in unusual places. We've got an eye up here, then I'm going to put an eye further down here, okay? Then I'm going to do the nose, so we're focusing on the shapes we see in the face. Okay, and then I'm going to do the lips, top lip here. Remember I said that our top lip looks like two triangles or two mountains, and then I've got the bottom lip there. I'm actually going to have that bottom lip sticking out a bit further. Okay, now the next step is going to be to do the shape of the face, okay? So I'm going to start here, make it a little bit angular. I want the lips sticking out of the face. This is something that Picasso did. Okay, and then I'm going to curve the top of the face. Okay, now next step is, add the ears. I nearly forgot the ears. So I'm going to have one ear up here, one ear down here, and then I'm going to split the face into sections. Okay, I'm going to start here. I'm going to have my top section, and then I'm going to curve it round down here, and then I'm going to add one more section, okay. And then I'm going to add some hair. So I decided that I'm going to do a fringe at the top, and then I'm going to do a little bob haircut. Okay, now it's time to add some colour. I'm going to use 3 colours. Can anyone guess what these are? We've got red, blue and yellow. These are, yeah, you've got it, primary colours, okay? These are the most important colours. We use these colours to make other colours, and Picasso used primary colours lots in his work. Okay, remember we're going to keep our colouring nice and neat, and you want your sections to be different colours. So I'm going to use yellow here. Until we've got a nice, colourful, cubist face. Now Picasso is very, very inspired by African art, which is why he used primary colours also in his work. But he would also use some oranges and purples. I'm probably not going to add colour to the eye, so it's just the different sections. So I'm going to add some blue. Now, does anyone know what a portrait is? So we've got 2 different types of portraits. A normal portrait and a self-portrait. A portrait is a picture or a painting or a sculpture or a collage of someone's face, okay? A self-portrait is very similar, but it's just of yourself, okay? So it could be a picture of yourself, a painting of yourself, okay? So you might experiment with doing different sorts of portraits at home. Maybe do some portraits of your family, drawings, photographs. You could do lots of different cubist portraits for your family as well. Okay, so I've got red, yellow and blue. So in this section, I think I'm going to use oh, I am definitely going to use red for the lips. Make them really stand out. Fill in those gaps, really make it stand out. I've got a few gaps around my yellow section that I might fix up in a minute. Now for the ears, what colour should I use? I'm going to use some red for the ears. Ooh, that's interesting. My lips, nose and ears have all used the same colour. So when we colour, we can colour in little circles and it really makes it nice and neat and kind of blends it quite well. Okay, so my fringe is going to be striped. Blue. Blue, red, yellow, blue, red, yellow. Really concentrating, really want our cubism portrait to stand out. And when you're finished, you could maybe choose somewhere in your house to display your photo, like a gallery. Sorry, your portrait. And then, once I finish this, just need to choose one colour and I know what it's going to be. For the hair. Decided I want two sections for the hair. So remember, you can always alter your drawing. It doesn't need to be exactly the same as mine. You might decide that you don't just want to use primary colours. You want to use lots of different colours. You make those choices. You might decide that you want to use paint. So you can might start with primary paint and you might experiment with mixing some colours. We know that red and blue make a secondary colour, and that secondary colour is purple. And then the final touch blue and red hair. We wouldn't normally have this colour hair unless we dye it, so it's nice to experiment through art. And there you have it, a cubist portrait in the style of Pablo Picasso.